Put in work, let's go. Baby, I'm way too lit right now, I think I'm on my zone. Go back one more time.
Yo, what's up everyone, it's Blue Nova and I'm back with a new tutorial and a few gems on how to get a variation of different ad-lib effects for your songs. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time there's a new video. I'm also going to create a pack for everybody to get with all the ad-libs in this video so that anytime you're making your own song, you can go ahead and just load in those effects. So that'll just be something very easy for everyone to access. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm doing is just putting some effects onto the vocal. These vocal effects will be all available using Wave Studio Rack, so also keep that in mind. What we're doing is just putting some standard processing on this, so NS1 for noise removal, a compressor, EQs, all this nice stuff, just to clean up the vocals before we get into the major effects. So this is what it's going to sound like with standard processing on the vocal.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, bad bitch.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just put these reverb settings onto the vocal.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey.
All right, cool. So next up in this technique is using an H delay to get some of that delay into the vocal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the icing on the cake is just using a doubler 4, and the doubler 4 is just going to get you that wide detuned sound. So this is what it sounds like with it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Now playing it in context with the song that is laid out, this is what it sound like.
Yeah. All right. Yo, Nova. She say, nigga, watch your mouth before you really lose a bad bitch. I said, baby, you know you ain't nothing far from average.
The second technique we have here is a distorted ad-lib effect. I'm gonna let you guys hear what it sounds like without any type of major effects. So we're just gonna have the compressor, EQs, and stuff like that. Not anything with just major modulation effects. So here it is.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, cool. So the first thing we have here on the major effects list is having the one knob driver by Waves. And what I'm doing is just bring this up to 5 to get that distortion out of it.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Next is using the REQ6 to roll off some low end.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Next up, using the doubler 4 to widen up the vocal.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Next up, we're going to use an F6 RTA by Waves in order to roll off the stereo separation of the vocal. So this is what it is.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
After that, we have an reverb to get some reverb into the vocal.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the very last thing, just putting this H delay on and using these settings in order to get some nice sound and delay on the vocal.
Way boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now hearing the ad-libs together in context with the song, here it is.
Don't get in my way, boo. Why you always put your feelings on the table? Leaving messages, I know you never stable, but this ain't nothing new, I had to find a different angle.
The next effects we have is a radio sound effects. So I'm going to let you guys hear what the vocal sounds like with just standard processing on it without any type of modulation effects.
Time with me, expeditiously, taking the best of me.
The first main major effects is using the H delay. The H delay has this cool ability to have this radio effect, so I went ahead and set those parameters to get that sound. So this is what it sounds like.
Time with me, expeditiously, taking the best of me.
After that, we're just using the L1 to level out the vocal.
Time with me, expeditiously, taking the.
Next up, we're using an H delay in order to get some actual delay in the vocal. So this is just going to feed back after our vocal plays.
Time with me, expeditiously, taking the.
The last thing, just putting some reverb onto the effect.
Time with me, expeditiously, taking it.
Now letting you guys hear it in context with the song.
I said that's my little baby, I make sure she spends some time with me. That nigga ain't bad Kaepernick, you make me wanna take a knee. Nah, I just be talking, these trifling hoes get the best of me.
The next ad-lib technique is called a flanger or flanger, whatever people like to call it. No one has really decided on how to pronounce it, but this is what the vocal would sound like by itself without the flanger and the other effects on it.
Oh, oh.
So what we're using is the meta flanger by Waves. Next, you're just using an H delay to add some delay into the vocal. And the last thing, you're just putting some reverb onto it just to get reverb onto the vocal. And this is what it sounds like. Now, hearing it in context with the song, this is an unfinished piece, but this is the preview.
Baby, will you dance for me? Will you come fulfill my fantasy? Girl, won't you take your time with me?
And this last technique is something I like to call a closed reverb effect. I'm gonna let you guys hear what the vocal sounds like without the reverb on it.
Now, scream it out and free your mind. Hey now, scream it out and free your.
So what we're going to use is our verb in order to create the effect I was talking about before, and this is what it'll sound like.
Now, scream it out and free your mind. Hey now, scream it out and free your.
If you guys enjoyed the tutorials and all the tips that I gave you, go ahead and put a thumbs up. Put in the comment section what you all want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe, and also, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the whole entire vocal pad is available. Just go to the link in the description or in the top of the comments to get it. If you need your song mixed and mastered, go to bluenovabeats.com. Go to the contact form on the very bottom of the page and send me a message there. But I'll catch you guys on the next video.
Put in word, let's go. Baby, I'm way too lit right now, I think I'm on my zone. Go back one more time, I might just take you to my home. Gotta live up this life, I hope tonight I just don't fall. Whoa.